I'm back again doing another monthly mail day. Starting it off, we got these two No Band Girl Nikos. Very, very nice artwork. There's a lot of different Love Live cards for Nico, so I'm particularly just going for the ones I like. There's no reason to go for like 13 or 12 different Nikos. Just a bit too many. Got the only Data Live card, Confrontations with Spirits Origami. This is technically, this is technically the trial deck SP. Very, very nice card. The foiling, if you can see it in the background, it's like a grainy pattern. It goes all the way down from the top right to the bottom left. Looks, I think, very cool how it does that. We got two of these. We got two more Shimikazes. Picked these up locally from a guy. Very, very nice. I think I'm up to, 7 of just the SP Shimikaze now. I only ever needed really 4 of them, but the artwork is so good, and if I can pick them up for reasonable prices, I will definitely pick up more of these. Because Shimikaze is one of my favorite characters in all of Wiess Schwarz. I guess in all of any series. These are from the Kinkoldi Volume 1 set. The SSP is just over here. Different artwork, but definitely think these ones, the regular SP versions, are just as good, if not better, honestly. Next we got these, which are the Rosalia promos. These are the Intent Shouts. They are the case topper from the original Volume 1 of Bang Dream, in English. They're quite annoying to find, because that product sold apparently absolutely terribly. The new Bang Dream products sell decently in North America, but when this came out, there was absolutely zero following for Bang Dream in English. So they did not sell very well. They did not get very many pre-orders for it. Because out of nowhere, it's like, oh, here's this brand new series. Has never been run in English. It's not very hyped. So let's just do this way back in like 2016 or 2017, something like that. And to get the specific version of the Intent Shout, with the Rosalia star foiling, not star foiling, but like the weird etching all around the card. And to get it, it was 2 out of the 5 characters for all of Bang Dream. There's only 5 promos in total. You would get 2 per case. So technically to pull this, it was like pretty much 1 in 3 cases. That was the average. You're gonna get like maybe, at most you get 2 in 3 cases, but typically it was 1 in 3 cases. Which for a product that didn't sell very well is insane. And the thing I think really like about these, which I'm going over them a lot, but each of the Rosalia, like foiling that goes all the way around, there's different ones. Yeah, these 3 are easy to do it with. Perfect, these are 3 ones that are different. Yeah, you can see there's differentness right here, differentness on the next one, and differentness on the third one. They are all different foiled with the different rainbowness going all around. Very, very cool. Ooh, and the big thing I got, really not this one, but what you'll see next after this. This is the Daughter of Proper Family Hitagi. This one is a little rough, I will admit. Like if you look at the back, there's definitely some edge wearing, a lot of edge wear down here. It has like a scratch going across, like bell right here on the card. So it's pretty rough. But I ordered it beforehand. Basically about a week passes after I ordered it. I was able to pick up this one, which is in perfect condition, for even just a little bit more than what I paid for that one, the one that was in quite rough condition. So I was very pleased with this purchase. This one is very, very nice. Perfect. Very gorgeous. And the last thing I got for Hitagi is the Japanese version of the Crab Girl Hitagi, which is like the coveted artwork of the Bakemonogatari series that is incredibly hard to find in good condition. There is one problem with this card. I don't think the camera's going to show up. I'm going to have it show up in the video, but there is a little tiny dent about right here on the card. There's a tiny little micro dent on the card. Yeah, it's not picking it up. It's very, very slight. But for how hard these cards are to find in actually nice condition, I was okay with that. Most of them you'll find with a lot of edge wear and really rough condition. In comparison to, say, the English copies, which the majority of them, oh god, don't drop everything immediately. English copies, they're pretty easy to get 10s, or very nice condition ones, because the English copies are a lot better condition. And they had a lot better printing quality. But the Japanese ones are still absolutely amazing to find. Let me show this off. This is the Japanese version of Ryujo. It's technically, the one thing I want to show off with this card, why I'm showing the English version I've already went over before in another video, is the star, the stamp. The Japanese one is rainbow, if you can see it. It's all rainbowed. In comparison to the English one, it's gold. All of the Konkoli Volume 1 and 2 SSPs are rainbowed in Japanese and gold in English. The same stamp, just rainbowed. I'm going to show that off. It's pretty cool, at least to me. Got the Unison. This is the SSP from the Capo 10th anniversary. Very, very nice card. I like this. That's how it's like textured. I wish I could take it to the sleeve, but it's almost like textured foiling on the background of this. Kind of cool. And as well as the stamp signature is actually blue. Pretty easy to see on that. It's blue instead of how most of them are either rainbow or gold. I like the unique different ones they do for different sets. Makes them interesting. Next we got the Overflowing with Feelings Nemu. This is also a Decapra set. The 10th anniversary, I believe. Very, very nice wedding one they're wearing. I should probably go and get a bunch of other DC cards, but they're annoying to find, but they're not very expensive. This one was like, I think $30 or something. They're not expensive, they're just annoying to find. Very, very gorgeous though. Ooh, I got my Fate cards now. I love Fate. There's so many stuff from Fate I love. This is, I think, the Stheno Euryale? Yeah, Stheno Euryale. I honestly want to make a playset of these. These are cool enough that I probably will do a playset slowly. They're just gorgeous. Last Fate thing, luckily only got 2 this month. This is the Iris. It's in the regular just Fate 0 set. This is the trial deck one technically, why it's just TD. So it's weird how some of them do actual trial deck and some of them they don't. But it's not foiled. The card is not foiled. It's those older ones they didn't do foiling on, which kind of sucks. There we go. Throw everything else back from the background that where it normally is. But similar to the Iris, this is the, what is it? Tsubasa? Yeah, Tsubasa. From Symphogear. This is the trial deck one. Which you'll notice, it also is non-foiled. A lot of the newer trial decks, kind of like ever since I think some like 2013, maybe a little earlier, a little later, but I believe it is 2013 they started making them all foil again, instead of them being non-foiled, and this one and this, as well as these, all 3 of these, they're technically 1 in every display case of 6. So they are incredibly cheap in comparison to new SPs, because you could buy a single case of 6 trial decks and be guaranteed, if there was, say, like this set, where there was 2, I can't remember if it was 2 or 3 SPs, but you'd be guaranteed 1 of the 2 or 3 SPs. Like I know this set had 2 SPs, so you'd be guaranteed 1 of the 2. Can't remember what this set had, probably, I'm assuming 2. So you'd basically just, every single case of 48, you'd be guaranteed, what, 8 of them? Something like that? You'd be guaranteed like 8 SPs for a case of 48 trial decks, which is nuts. Moving on, we got some more Tsubasas. This is the regular SP regular SP. I have quite a few Tsubasas because I just like Symphogear now. It's mainly just Tsubasa though. Another one. This one actually has 2 different variants, which figured out why there's 2 different versions. The one I have is the original printing from Symphogear XD Unlimited, and they made a reprinting, which is a slightly different signature location, called Symphogear XD Unlimited Extended. Just to skip me rambling, I probably will try to eventually grab the other version. But this one seemed a little bit more annoying and was slightly more expensive, so I don't know. I don't know why there's a variant. I honestly have no idea. I thought it was cool. It's the only other character I have from Symphogear, which is Chris Yukin, or Yukina. It's kind of a random thing I picked up along with all the Tsubasa Symphogear cards. Very, very cool though. We got, what is this, Tsukugo? Yeah, Tsukugo. This is the Phantom Thief investigation team. Only card I grabbed from Milky Holmes 2. None of the cards in Milky Holmes 2 are really worth a lot. They're all really cheap as well. But most of their artwork is absolutely gorgeous. I just wish a lot of them didn't just have a plain background. It's a very, very boring background. And it's also non-foil, which is why I think most of the most of the Milky Holmes cards are incredibly cheap. They're not shining, people don't like them, they're not useful in decks. Weird set. This is the only Chaose TCG card I think I've ever purchased. I just liked how it looked. Like vampire teeth. Thought the whole thing looked overall cool. The Ashigara? Yeah, Ashigara. This is from the Blue Steel movie. The Blue Steel Nova movie. Very, very nice card though. I'm pretty much someone who will buy, as long as I like the artwork, I'll buy pretty much anything. But it all depends. If I like it, it's mine. If I don't care how expensive or cheap it is, I don't touch it. The very last thing, which a little bit dusty, there we go. I had on display in the background, that one empty slot that's left. My Japanese Marnie I finally was able to pick up. Took me quite a while to find a mint condition one of these that wasn't ridiculously priced outside of like Asia. But finally got one. Super thrilled about it. Card is absolutely perfect. There's not a single ding or mark on any of the edges. No surface wear. Gorgeous. End goal would be to maybe grade it with PSA to get a similar PSA 10 to I have over here with this one. And I also have the other Shiny Star V one off camera, but I don't really care to grade things for a long time. I've only ever graded like 10 things myself. Everything else I either buy graded or just buy raw, because very few cards actually care to grade. 99% of stuff I'd rather have raw. The gorgeous original Marnie though. Well, that'll be it for this month. Probably going to have a lot more Hitagis and a bunch of other really cool things showing up next month. So I can't wait to do that one. Peace.